How does that not give you eye cancer? Because it's impossible to understand. You really, if you go to a PAX or an E3 or any convention that does have any VR system, you need to try it out. I promise that it's worth probably an hour and a half wait, you know? Like, other games, you're gonna sit in there and watch a trailer for 10 minutes, but, like, it's impossible to explain the experience of walking around something you just made. Or...
It's like you're in a whole new world.
Yeah, it's like you're in a whole new world. It's really amazing. The fact that I was just in there, and I know that I'm confined to a small area, but, like, you
remember that
you really do. Give it 2 minutes and you have no idea that you're in a room smaller than a gymnasium. It's fucking awesome. This has to be bad for your eyes? Why? Because you're close to a screen? I mean, I can assume it would make you nearsighted to an extent, just like playing, you know, computer games or whatever, but I played every single VR system that I know of. 100%. And we own the Vive and the Gear VR. The PlayStation VR is called Morpheus. I found that the games that I got to play on that were amazing. But they were stationary games. They were games that you either had to be in a chair or be standing still straight up. They were not games that you could, because the PlayStation, you were just using the PlayStation IR camera, kind of like the Kinect, versus the Vive, you can't see, but there's, you know, where Sonya is, you see that camera in the top right? There's one there, and there's one over on the top left. So that's what's enabling Sonya to walk around and interact with the environment, as you can see here. I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can see her, because Sonya's 3 feet tall. If you configure it right, yeah, just don't, like, with everything, healthy amounts of exercising, you know, healthy amounts of gaming followed by breaks are going to help you. Oh my god, Sonya's a fucking artist. Look at her draw, like, the lines so she can... Oh my god, make a item in 3D space. What a man. What a man. They're not camera, they're IR sensors, whatever. Gear VR is sick with 360 videos? Yeah, I used it with 360 videos. I've played a couple games on it. But, like, the Gear VR is, like, the mobile gaming of VR. That's not to say it's shit tier. It's definitely amazing. It's just easier to access than going to a certain location in your house and booting everything up and getting everything sorted. IR emitters. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, Biscuit. You get the point. It's tough. Does the Gear VR work on the S6? I assume so. I have the S7 and the S6. I don't have the S6 booted up to have VR, but the S7 comes pre-installed with everything. I just got the S7 today, so I barely had time to play around with it. It's a football with legs. Does not have the screen door effect. I promise you that any time you put it on, for the first 5-10 seconds, if you want to, you'll be able to find every individual pixel and be like, that's a pixel, whatever. But if you are in there for longer than 2 minutes, you're gonna become immersed enough that you don't even notice the pixel. There's nothing there to notice. It's not like 1080p where you have to be fucking looking for the edge, the blurry edge. You know, it's there, but you don't notice it because you're involved with the game. No, I've never used an iPhone. I fucking hate iPhone. If you don't want to spend 99 bucks for Gear VR, just get the Google Cardboard. You're right. It's literally a Happy Meal box VR system. But it works. It does. I don't think the Gear VR... I think Gear VR is limited to Samsung products, which is interesting. For the Vive, you do need a gaming PC. No, your $700 PC is not going to work to run the games. The games... yeah, Sonya's PC specs are in her description, and we still have... issues running some of the heavy programs while streaming and recording. Just realized that we're doing a bunch of CPU intensive stuff. I would say that for the average everyday person, anybody will enjoy the Gear VR. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of hands-on stuff because I'm working with Samsung for a sponsor deal. So I'll be able to play all the games and let you know. But if as shitty as this sounds, if you're able to afford a super high sellout or a super high sellout PC, you'll be set, and the Vive is an $800 accessory. It's just, the price point is really hard to swallow. I can understand that. But it's the future, and Sonya, would you buy this outright? Yeah, 100, not even a hesitation. Would 100% buy it out as it is right now. And this is the dev kit. I mean, yeah, if you have a gaming laptop, if you have a Razer PC or a Razer laptop or an Alienware or an Origin, it's something, yeah, it'll work. But yeah, Exclamator's right. This is enthusiast grade shit. This is not Mom, check this shit out. This is like, strap up, boys. The Vive website says that you need an i5 4590 with a GTX 970 or R290. Yeah, at that point, we're talking 980 or 980 Ti or even Titan X to get the desired performance. And that's a lot. So we're talking probably like $2,500 to get the Vive to work in its current form, because you have to build a PC to work for it. So now you see the viability in the Gear VR, where if you bought the S7 by today, it might be by midnight, by today, you got the Gear VR free, so you can do the normal VR stuff that everybody wants to do, where you're sitting down watching movies and stuff, on your phone. Yeah, classy, Sonya.
Did you like my butthole?
I did.
Does anybody know what I'm doing yet?
Yeah, everybody's calling out Gonzo or Fox.
Putting the pussy on a pedestal.
Oh my god, you're putting the pussy on a pedestal. You can't put the pussy on the pedestal.
No one got that.
No!
What?
Sonya, come here. Let's take this fluorescent light bulb outside, okay? If you were only able to get one, the HoloLens or the Vive, which would you get? The Vive. The HoloLens, for a while we had probably 30 minutes of action with it. Like, there was not enough there. The HoloLens is a good couple steps out from... You're fucking good at this. You know that?
I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, but like, just being able to create 3D characters in that state is amazing. You gotta thicken out those back legs. They're just like two bony leg sticks. You gotta have the legs flow into the body. It can't just be stuck on there. I would, in my head, I am more excited for what the HoloLens can do than I am what virtual reality can do in terms of day-to-day activities and in terms of how much I'm going to use it. But I would rather get the Vive because it's full immersion without, like, haptic feedback and suits and shit. The HoloLens is absolutely more... day-to-day, I'm gonna fucking put a TV screen right here and then, do my homework so I can look at the TV screen. That's where the Vive, or the HoloLens really pulls up. I'd say that the big selling point, yeah, is the full room scale with the Vive. The fact that you can actually do a full room... Oh, that looks so good, Sanj. You can actually do a... Well, I don't know about that one. Where you can actually do a full room setting. That's the real benefit there. But you have to have a full room to use, so there's the trade-off, And another huge trade-off with the HoloLens is the fact that yes, the HoloLens is Google Glass, but with a bigger picture. It's still a small-ass picture. Still a small-ass picture. Like, another thing is that what she's doing right now, like, we've been in this for about 10 minutes now, and she's been doing this. Like, you time flies in there, man. Time flies. You just don't understand how lost you get in that world. 10 minutes. On the cat, yeah. Yeah, devs want to make money on their games, so they're going to be developing for the Oculus and shit. I can understand that, but you got to realize that developing for the Oculus and stuff is probably... People are thinking about VR as, like, consoles, VR, okay? It's not the case. It's like, the people say, like, oh yeah, we've got consoles, we got the PS4, we got the Xbox, we got the Wii U, we got computers, and we have VR. That's not at all what it's like. We have the Xbox, the PC, the PS4, we have the Wii U, we've got the Vive, we've got the Oculus. Like, Oculus wants to lock down their development so they have exclusives, which is not bad. It's just what consoles did. And what's going to suck is if Oculus, with Facebook's funding, or HTC, with whatever funding they've got, locks down a AAA developer to only produce content for that platform. It's not a VR is all-inclusive, you make it for one system, you get it all. It's a console war. Again, people are going to be going, dude, Oculus is so good, and people are going to be like, nah, dude, the HTC, bro, with the full room environment, and so you fucking nerd, Samsung VR, $99, bitch. Like, that's next year. So I really hope that developers work to try and make sure that the hardware producers don't have a monopoly on shit. And that way, if you develop for the Oculus, yeah, you might be able to develop a standing shooter, but if you want an open world area, you've got to go to the Vive. I really hope that they don't make a PS4 level, like, Xbox stupid ass war. That would kill me on the inside. All those specs, and she has the 780 Ti. Yeah. You know, 780 Ti at the time of building this PC was the highest. Huh? Yeah, her computer's 2 years old. At the time of building.
The day that the 980 came out is when I built it.
Yeah, the 980 series came out the day that she built the PC. So, I mean, and that was sold out for like 2 months. Samsung VR is $99, not $99. You need to have a specific phone as well to get the phone and the HMD. It's about $800. Okay. Yeah. I guess you're right. I mean, you are right. You need that's misinforming. You need a Samsung device, of which you could probably go back and buy a used Samsung S6 Edge for like $150. But you can't say that the entire thing is $800. Because the phone price changes, right? Give it 6 months and it'll be $500 by your thing. Your price to run the Vive is going to be $2,000 to $2,500, period, for the next 3 years. Like, that's it. Huh? There is an eraser. So click the eraser. Left. Nope. No, I meant like, left. No. Like, when I say left, I meant like the next one over. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Up. Left. So it's like a, yeah, zappy globe. It makes like cutty sounds. Hey, can you put it in spectator mode so I can see? Down settings on the, you were on the page. Cog? Nope. Yep. Settings. Spectator mode top left. Oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, so you're
Huh. That is interesting as fuck. Yeah, I mean, take it off now because... Yeah. Yeah, the real games that they develop, you're gonna need a 5960X Titan X 980 Ti overclock. Like, if we're talking AAA level games of graphics and interaction, you're gonna need some shit that's way up there. But if you're a school, or if you're a, you know, if you have a school or anything, they're going to have this. Like 2-3 years from now, any private school or graphic arts school or any, They're going to have this. Game arcades are going to have this. It's insane. I would absolutely pay $1 a minute to be in here just to experience it for the first time. It's that cool. Yeah, college, yeah. You have a lot of misinformation. Well, if you would like to fill me in on what I have gotten wrong, I'd love to hear it, Divine. Because we're all very new to the VR. But I promise you the PC specs are not misinformed. That's fact. I think that they will keep any... You don't have to do an eye like that. I think that they will keep any Twitch shooter or... Okay, as a Vive developer, there are practical reasons a Vive is going to have a vast majority of the exclusive games. Alright, well, you're just getting into industry shit. Like, I understand that, man, but we're talking about, like, as a consumer perspective, what you're going to need to do to handle this stuff. I mean, realistically, nobody knows. Oh, that's so good. Holy shit, Sanj. Yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen because it's an unknown space. That's the way it goes. I mean, the bum part is that, yeah, the eyeball is going to be disconnected. The issue is the tracking technique. Oculus Rift is using optical image analysis, the same basic concept as the Kinect or Wii U, though in a much more rudimentary way. Okay, you're not really... You can buy a Vive-capable PC pretty much under $1,000. Based off of the Vive's minimum specs on the website, no, you can't. Unless you're buying refurb parts or you're assembling it yourself, and even then, we're talking like $1,000 on the dot, and then you're building the minimum specs. Like, I'm not trying to feed you guys misinformation. I'm trying to... That looks cool. I'm just trying to help you guys understand where we're coming from with this, man. Don't take it personally if I get something wrong. Chat's enjoying the shit out of your cat.
Really? Is it good? What do you think?
Yeah, stand back. Look at that shit! That's so good! I mean, way better than I could do. Way better than I could do. Holy shit. Yeah, the eyes are tough. Yeah, take a picture of it when you get it finished. People on Twitch were always trying to argue you can build a magical gaming PC for $500, even though the video card is that much. The amount of people that I've had hit me up and be like, bro, I got $600 and I need to run every game on high. I'm like,
That speck of dust scared me. I thought that was real.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, that's the way it goes. Yeah, 5960X. The reason I have a 5960X plus a Titan X and 32 gigs of RAM is for video editing. I edit videos every single day of my life. You can export tilt brush drawings into the tilt brush viewer app for cardboard. That is fucking sick. Does that also work on Gear VR as well? I assume it would. That's so cool. So I can just, basically, she can export this and I can pop it on mine and, oh man.
what's the thinnest one?
The Velvet? No.
What's the thinnest one?
There you go. He looks like a suave man.
Should I give him a star?
Alright, I'm sorry for creating a PC war about specs and who's right and who's what. Who's right and who's not.
Talk about something else.
Yeah. let's just focus on the fact that Sonya just drew a 3D cat. How about that shit? How about that shit? The problem with the VR streams is that you really do need 2 people. I think if we do this again, it'll probably be on my stream because Sonya got the love of doing a first VR stream, this little slut. But you need a handler, like, quote-unquote. You need to, like, I need to read the chat because she can't. She's involved. And even if you're doing this solo, I promise you're going to forget about the chat. Like, even if you know you're streaming, like, the game is so immersive. You're just going to fucking sit there and play. Oh, there you go. Oh. Look at Sonya using the angle of the brush, chat. What an artiste. What an artiste. That looks so good. Shit. A sculpt off? Hell yeah. Think about it. Minecraft build offs, but in 3D sculpting space. Yeah, definitely. First person make a Twitch UI for overlay for Oculus VR. Listen, you're actually gonna be a god team. You can open Twitch chat in the Steam VR overlay. Do you want to? Yeah, but then you have to basically navigate through it in the headset. I'm not saying that it's not fluid. I'm saying that typing out twitch.tv/OMGitsfirefoxx like /chat/pop out takes fucking long. And it might be janky. So since we do have 2 VR systems, we are planning on doing joint multiplayer games. Any donations? I have not checked in a while. Let me do that for you. Nobody has done anything for an hour. Sorry. Let me double check though. Alright. Yeah. Aries XIX, thank you for the sub though. I do appreciate that. Much love in the chat for the new sub. Yo, what up, Gunrun? You're gonna play Raw Data? Favorite co-op VR game? Hell yeah, dude. Huh? Aries? A-E-R-I-E-S? Right? Oh, you meant your sub. A-R-I-E-S, sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, Gun, if you have a lot of experience, I mean, obviously you're the king of this. If you want to hit me up on Twitter about setting up quality multi-stream / what is it? VR environment or semi-VR environment, you know, where you green screen overlay and shit, and or better streaming and encoding settings for this shit, I'm down, man. Yeah, you're my senpai. But really, yeah, we gotta try out some other things. We actually got convinced to start trying to grab a Vive from Justin Roiland. He's the one of the co-creators and writers and voices for Rick and Morty. And Lemongrab, yeah. He would... Alright, dude, I'll DM you. He would not shut up about it. And it got to the point I was like, Justin, like, listen, bud. Like, either he invited us over. He's like, listen, you gotta try it. I was like, okay, cool. And then we moved beforehand. And he's been playing... He said he played this one game, and I can't remember what the fuck he played. And he was like, I was in there for 8 hours. I was just in there for 8 hours. And I was like, listen, man, I'm convinced we need to get in on this. And it did not disappoint. I am blown away. Again, though, I think that the big moneymaker in VR is going to be selling environments for you to explore. Think of No Man's Sky, right? Where you basically explore newfound planets, but VR. So, $60 and get a procedurally generated world every single time you land. Are you fucking me right now? That's what experiencing the world that has been created around you is the prime example why the Vive or any VR system is top tier. That's where it comes in. And I already brought this up like 2 hours ago, but, you know, going through the Simpsons house, right? Going through the Simpsons house and going and interacting everything, playing LA Noire, a detective game where you basically sift through an entirely interactive house, opening drawers, lifting up papers, reading shit, trying to find and solve a mystery. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with this.